You ever sit in a room full of people and feel like you're on a whole nother planet? Not like you're better than anyone else, just displaced. Like you blinked 1 year and woke up in another dimension. Conversations sound familiar. Laughter seems the same. The routines look unchanged, but inside, there's this quiet detachment you can't explain without sounding dramatic. So you stop trying to blend in. You don't mirror the mood. You don't force the smile. You feel the separation in real time, and it gets heavier because you refuse to dilute yourself just to belong. Then 2020 arrived and the atmosphere changed overnight. Like something unseen pressed pause on a world that never fully hit play again. And since then, the atmosphere hasn't felt the same. The calendar kept moving, but something inside people stalled out. Some folks never made it back. Some are still breathing, but you can feel the absence anyway. Like their spirit clocked out early, and the ones you trusted, the ones you laughed with, grew with, survived with, a lot of them turned into names you can't even text anymore. Best friends became strangers, lovers became lessons, families became awkward distances. And the wildest part, you didn't even do anything to deserve the separation. The world did it for you. So now you wake up and it's like, what am I even rising for? Because what you swore you understood got flipped and remixed into something unfamiliar. Your sense of safety changed. Your patience eroded. Your tolerance for nonsense diminished. And when your inner compass updates, you start noticing how many people are living on autopilot, smiling like everything's fine, posting like everything's all good, while their eyes look vacant, like the lights are on but nobody's really home. How the fuck can I relate to this? Careers got scrambled. People who had plans got tossed into survival mode. Some found new lanes. Some lost their lane completely. Relationships ended like someone cut the power. Like somebody turned the volume down on life itself. You ever walk outside and feel like the air is missing something? Social media dopamine has everyone in a trance. Swipe, like, scroll, and repeat. Everybody's got a highlight reel and a hollow core, or a hot take and no actual warmth. We're all connected and somehow lonelier than ever. And crisis didn't invent the ugliness, it just exposed it. It showed you who tried to nudge you off your path, who subtly pushed you to doubt your instincts, who wanted you to dim your inner compass. It revealed who was a cog in a machine and who was a glitch. And that's why leaving the house feels heavier now. That's why surface conversation drains you. Your spirit won't shrink to fit in a space that no longer feels real. And people love to say community. They post the word like it's a brand. They toss it into captions like it's seasoning. But where are the gatherings? Where are the check-ins on each other? Where are the shared meals, or the exchanged skills, or the collective protection, or the collaborative building? So many want the feeling of belonging without the labor of becoming dependable. And you feel it too. You feel the gap between what people claim and what people do. You feel the distance between we should link and the silence that follows. You feel the way everyone's waiting for someone else to create the space, build the circle, light the fire, keep the fire burning, while they sit back and stay comfortable. But where do we go from here? Motivation shows up in flashes and disappears just as fast. You can complete tasks and still feel hollow, or be surrounded and still feel isolated. You can be productive and still feel numb, or be doing well and still feel like something inside you hasn't been fed in years. And if that's where you've been living, understand this clearly. You're reacting exactly the way a conscious person would. You're registering a massive shift that most people haven't processed yet. A lot of people are grieving and don't even realize it. They're grieving stability, trust, friendships that fractured, or grieving a version of the world that feels like it evaporated. That numbness isn't your identity. It's what happens to the nervous system that's been on alert too long. When disappointment stacks, expectations collapse, and connections feel risky. But isolation can either harden you or refine you. You can let it convince you depth is gone, or you could become someone who brings depth into every space you enter. Start small, one honest conversation, one invitation you actually follow through on, one shared meal, one stretch of time without your phone, one boundary that protects your clarity, and one decision to build something real instead of consuming something hollow. Community doesn't materialize on command. It forms when someone chooses to initiate and someone else chooses to respond. Because we're living in the aftermath of a cultural rupture, and through that crack slipped in a colder, more mechanical version of society. A world that prefers you isolated, overstimulated, and exhausted. Because people who are grounded and thinking clearly are hard to control. So if you've been feeling alone, always remember, you are not defective for sensing shift, nor are you weak for craving depth. You are not strange for struggling to relate. You're just navigating a landscape that changed without warning. So take your breath back. Take back your attention. Take back your time. One deliberate choice at a time. And if all you could do today is refuse to dim your inner compass, then that counts. Because the fact that you feel the isolation means you still have a signal. And to me, that means you're still alive.